big clearing energy, okay? So I was going to title your original reading Hit and Run Lover, but then as I was clearing the deck, like they were singing the song. It's an old 80s rock song. I'm a wild child. Come and love me. I want you. My heart's in exile. I need you to touch me because I want what you do. So I'm going to call it pretty much that. I'm a wild child. Come and love me. Because that's what I feel like this person is. Okay. But then Spirit told me that your lesson is in the maybes. Okay. You put a lot of expectation out there. And then there seems to be not a lot of follow through. However, it's the maybes. The maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that, maybe if they do this. It's a lot of thinking. Okay. A lot of thinking and a lot of processing and creating false storylines because there is a fear of really getting into it. Okay. And there is a lot of physical attraction here in this for you. And you like that, okay? Because that is how you're able to really process and kind of showcase your emotions is through that intimacy. And it takes you away from the past. You do see that this person is a work in progress, all right? And when they don't put in, it really makes you feel badly about yourself. But I feel like that is old wounds, okay? And again, it's the expectations of you putting on this one person that you are my everything. Okay? Because in truth, what I love about this card in my deck is that how can anyone be your everything? Okay? It's not possible. That's a very codependent attitude. All right? And I know nobody likes to hear that, right? And look what comes out. You can't make this shit up. Codependency. Okay, so I know you don't like to hear that, but it's about healing that energy, all right? It's about learning from it. And that's what this person I feel like was, okay? This person that's coming in, it is about someone to teach you the lesson that you haven't learned from your past, okay? Or even this just new approach. Again, it's about teaching you a lesson. And the big one is to release all the pain and the baggage that you are still carrying around with you. And then trust the universe that things will work out. Having faith, because I feel like you didn't have that as a child, because we've got the healing family issues there as well. I feel like that's where the codependency stems from, is from childhood feelings of not being loved, okay, in the way that you wanted to be loved or should have been loved, okay? Okay, yeah. All right, because you go into everything full on. That is an overflowing river. Okay, we get that up here in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, all the time when we have big rainstorms and everything floods over. And it changes your pathways. Okay, like you suddenly can't go from, you know, the east side up into the hills. The barn where I take my daughter, I thought the other day when we got these huge rainstorms that I wasn't going to be able to take her to the barn because there's this bridge over this river that we go on to get there. And I was sure it was going to be flooded out. You go so far in so fast that you are putting all of your happiness on one person. Okay, Spirit is saying you need to learn to take baby steps. Get your footing. See what something is before you pursue it. Okay, because you always end up in this same state. And they're saying that this one could transform you. Okay, this could be the one that transforms you. And when they come back, you will be a much more calm stream. Okay? Yeah. They're saying that a lot of the problem here is that I feel like this comes from childhood, where it's all arrows pointed at you. Insecurity, you're putting yourself as being the blame for something that has nothing to do with you. If this person like moved around a million times as a child and doesn't know how to commit into a relationship, that's not on you. Now, if you go all in immediately and you're like, you are my everything and I love you and we're going to get married and live together for the next 750 years, yeah, that's on you. And I can tell you that from experience, because that was me, second date with my husband. Now, of course, we have been married for 30 years, but they have not been an easy 30 years, okay? Okay, yeah. You don't know how to be unattached. And Spirit is saying, take the time to process your own feelings and emotions. Take the time to process and get illuminated on the cycle that you keep reliving. Okay? Because there is a deceptive pattern here that you keep repeating, and it always ends in heartbreak. All right? And Spirit says you don't have to have that. You can have all the rewards, all the wish fulfillment that you desire. Learn how to just have some fun first. Okay? Learn how, this is the second time you've gotten the Page of Wands, as they're really putting in the Page of Wands as a lesson here for you. Okay? Because you're going to keep repeating the feeling of someone putting away their love and walking away from you again and again until you learn the lesson of the Page of Wands. All right. Yeah, all right. I feel like you are trying to be patient, but it almost feels like they're really showing me here. Okay, there's this whole blessing out here that you're missing because it almost feels like somebody's cooking up a love potion. Okay, like I'm going to make sure that you love me, but there's a blessing over there if you'd go get it. All right. Taking the time to work on yourself. On top of the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles. It really is about pausing to learn. Okay, at the top of the deck there is that Page of Wands and the codependency. And then we get the Moon on top of the Moon. The way that you treat yourself, Four of Swords to me is about the war within your head. Okay? the way that you treat yourself, and right now the baggage you're carrying around from your past, you don't recognize that it creates this whole deceptive energy within your emotions and within your connections to someone else. All right? And Spirit wants you, okay, to be able to approach love in a different way so that it doesn't end in heartache. Okay? Prince of Cups, all right, with the Prince of Wands. Take it lightly first. There we have the Page of Wands again on top of the Page of Wands. Take it slow. Slow and simple and steady. And allow yourself the ease of developing an actual relationship instead of jumping in head first. Okay, so lessons to learn. Possibility. You are always open to new chances, and new choices are always open to you. Okay. Like I just said that in 5,000 words. It's like they said, here's a one-line sentence, and I just went off on a novel. Possibility. Okay, I'm getting it. You're always open to new choices, and new choices are always available to you. They were showing me the lesson, okay? You could take it simple. One line. Hey, let's go bowling. I had so much fun. All right, let's do this again. But instead, it's like, hey, let's go bowling and braid each other's hair and talk on the phone until 10 o'clock at night and be each other's love and dreams and everything right now. Okay? Quantified, I am open to choose and follow my knowing by asking questions on my path. Not jumping into the path and asking questions later. Learning, okay? Getting to know someone. Okay? It's about completing a cycle here. You are finished with the cycle of work that you You're finished with the cycle of work that was your past task. I have become the master of this space, and I'm ready to leap ahead. Okay? You're learning the lesson. Learn it, and then you can leap ahead and have fun. Okay? Postponed. Perhaps this person is postponed until you learn these valuable lessons, until they heal. You're being delayed or challenged to wait on a situation. Quantified as, I will make things happen one day, but today is not the day. The lesson of the past. You're dealing with a repeating situation or soul from your past life. Quantified as, the key to my future lies in a return from my past. The past is my present. Okay, quest. You have started on a difficult search for something of meaning. I'm on the journey to something I can feel is very important, but I'm yet out of reach. That's the Page of Wands, okay? It's the quest. It's the learning, okay? The joy of the learning. And vision. You're creating the idea of what you desire in the situation. I am pushing the connection into the mind and not bringing it into reality. That's what happened at the end of your reading, right? Like the end of February. You were like, again, it's the maybes. Okay, maybe if I do this, then this. Maybe if they do this, then this. It's the overthinking process. All right. Battle. Okay. This is the inward battle within yourself for love. And you may, you don't want to miss out. So you take little bits of things and you put them away for later. I'm going to cherish this. I'm going to deal with this. Okay? Rather than being in the present moment. rather than loving where you are at. Spirit says you have the ability to soar to such heights that you do not even give yourself credit for. Okay? Yeah. Observation. Look at the world you're creating and create it differently. Okay? The spider creates its own world. That is Oliver nesting. I'm so sorry. Oliver, lay down. Olive, lay down. Lay down. No nest. Just lay down. Good boy. No, good boy. Lay down. I don't know if he's done nesting. He's not done nesting. Okay. Because the repeat cycle is becoming a routine. Okay, so they're like, you have to look at things differently this time. You have to change things this time. Okay, you are just a romantic. Okay, you crave the affection and the connection of people. And you come on to people as this very unexpected gift. But when things don't work out, you carry a lot of judgment on yourself. Okay, again, be very thoughtful, be very observant about how do you want to recreate your world? What do you want in it? Okay? But also, it's about learning how to emotionally connect instead of the routine of the intimacy, the sexual passion being how you let others love you. Maybe that's another lesson here, is that you don't choose people who are going to have these conversations with you so that you don't have to. All right? Very interesting. Okay? I do feel like this person will come around again, whether it is just in another cycle for you to learn if you don't learn this lesson, or this actual person coming back. And Spirit is saying, all right, if you look at the mirror at yourself and you learn the lesson now, you won't have to learn it again. It's time to burn up the old pattern. Okay? Release yourself of it. Come in with a different approach of victory. Okay, leaving behind that childhood wound. That's how you open up to love. That's what gives you what you have been looking for. Okay, that's a beautiful energy there. Yeah, I love that one. Okay, yeah. When you go through the cycle of completion here, all right, it gives you a new understanding of your direction, of your pathways. Okay, Pachamama. So this is something that we learned this week, okay, in the, the shamanic, with my shamanic teachers, that Pachamama is not the Earth Mother, okay? It is not. That is Alpha Mama. Okay, Pachamama is actually the time and space of the earth. Okay? So Pachamama really is about the holding space for someone. Okay? When we hold space for someone, we don't put expectations into it. It's like you're putting a container out there. Okay? We don't put the expectations in it, and we allow them to learn their lessons, process their energy, and we don't take it on as our own. Okay? Now, it's important if you look at your hand and you have just, if you look really close and you have just a lot of little lines all over it, okay, those are empath hands. that means that you're wearing your nervous system on the outside instead of the inside. Okay? And so that means that you are not allowing others to learn their lessons. So in part, you're not helping them. Okay? But I feel like it's a distraction away from you going through your stuff. All right? Because that will bring in the thunder. That will bring in the tower. That will bring in that hard work that you need to do. Yeah, all right. You spend a lot of time in that upper world, in the thoughts, okay? And they're saying, come back down to earth and gain your counsel and work through the sadness of what you are going through. All right? Okay? The lessons you're learning now, the friendships that it's going to bring in as you go through it, this soul tribe, have a lot of gratitude for that. Because I feel like you've kept yourself at a distance from your soul tribe, and this is going to bring them forward. All right? And then you'll be ready for a commitment. Okay? Then you'll release all of that guilt of the past. But it's only when you release your mask. Okay? And that's going to be the hardest part, I feel like, for you. You could definitely probably use some soul retrieval work, you know, to bring back those fragmented energies, all right, that are gone from when you had trauma. Because what happens when we have trauma, we pack up a little part of ourselves and we release it into the universe. And Spirit is saying here with the fragmented energy and travel, okay, now is the time to get out of the routine, to do the work, and bring all of those soul parts back, which is a very beautiful way of moving forward. Okay, breathing could be a great way for you to start all of this. Mindfulness, breathing exercises, meditation, that could be very helpful for you. Okay, but you are going to come out of this after you heal the cycles at a much higher ascension than you have been in. You'll be able to stand your ground with your heart open without the maybes, without the fear. Okay? Yeah. It is about you knowing that your wishes can come true and understanding that you are at a crossroads here. And on the other side of it is all of this fun, these blessings, that play, that page of wands, the getting to know people. And that's what they're saying you truly want. All right, you've been wishing for one thing and wanting for another. Okay. As you ground yourself here, stay in present moment. That is how we manifest, is not by projecting into the future, and you get grounding again. Okay. I do feel like this is also about understanding that yes, all right, sex magic has a place. There is a place for that, like tantric sort of energy. You are creating this brand new world for yourself by letting go of the past, which is a lovely way to kind of close things off, right? So let's go ahead and pull out a couple more oracle cards and we will finish this off. Okay, Spirit says, bring it into form. walk the walk, okay? Allow yourself to be in the moment, to stand in the moment, to create in the moment. And Leo, you can't make it up. You're finishing with you. All right? I will. You will do it. Okay? You will get beyond this and you will have the dream life that you want and desire. The strength is within you. The fire is within you. Okay? That is a beautiful way to end your spiritual mastery lesson. All right? So much love. I hope that this helped you, and I will see you next time. Okay? Bye.